Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your regularly scheduled program here on Milwaukee Beer Review. As always, I'm Josh.
And I'm Ross.
And we've got a brand new Wisconsin brewery here on the channel for all of you today. So, my sister Jenny actually sent me a picture from her phone. She was at Full Mile Brewing, which is actually like a brewery and restaurant combination type deal. In Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, and I was like, I'd never heard of this place, and apparently they've been open since 2018.
Yeah.
So I'd never heard of them. Sent me a list, and I said, hey, pick us up a couple things because we want to review their stuff here on the channel and see what we think. So I've not tried anything from them. You have not either.
I haven't either, and I'm excited because we kind of got like a nice variety here. It's not just all, as much as we love our stouts, it's not all stouts. We got three very different distinct flavors here, or styles, which I'm excited for.
But we do have our wheelhouse.
We do have our stout, yeah.
We've got a barrel-aged stout, which, tends to be kind of a beer that we look at when we're looking at a brewery. And
we
say,
lean that way. It's our thing, so.
Set the tone. So, all right, we're going to get this thing kicked off here. The first beer we're going to try from them is actually a Weizenbock. So this is a Bavarian wheat ale. This comes in at 7.4% ABV, German-style Weizenbock. So let's get a little nose on this thing. And the color looks good.
Yeah.
Nice amber, malty-looking beer, which is what you expect. So, little nose. Ooh.
I mean, it's tame, but the traditional notes are there. It's not over clovey, it's not over banana-y, but they're all there. It's all kind of, you can tell it's there, which is good because you want those. For me, the German style, the box, the Hefeweizens, like I don't want a lot of other things going on. I want very traditional, very standard of those styles.
Yeah, it smells like a Weizenbock. It smells like a German-style beer. It's got that banana clovey yeast character on the nose with a little bit of malt and a little bit of sweetness behind it. It smells really, really good. Let's check this thing out. Cheers. That's tasty.
It's tasty. It's sweet. Not overly sweet, but it's a very sweet flavor. I can't try. It's not from the banana or anything, but it just has like a malty sweetness to it. The clove is a little dissipated on the palate, in my opinion. But it's very good. It's very drinkable. At 7.4%, which, correct me if I'm wrong, that's really high for German style. They don't tend to be...
For a German style beer, but I think Weizenbocks tend to be up there a little more. A little more malt character, so you end up getting a little more alcohol.
Got it.
So the higher ABV. It's all the grain bill.
Okay. No, it's very tasty. I mean, for lack of a better term, it's kind of a crushable beer.
Yeah.
I could definitely drink a few of these and feel pretty comfortable with it.
Yeah, you get kind of that malt sweetness right up front. And then the banana clove characteristics kick in about mid-palate, and that's what lingers out through the back. It's not super heavy, like the malt character is not super heavy in this, but it's there. I've had this for about a month or so I wonder what this was like fresh put in the can. But this still holds up pretty well, in my opinion.
Holds up well. It's a great time of year for this because we're kind of, right now, it's that end of winter, spring around the corner in Wisconsin, so it's never really there. But bocks are really good in the springtime, this time of year, and it's a bit of a warming beer. It's kind of got a little sweetness to it. It's tasty.
Untappd, where are you going?
I'll give it 3.5. I think it's really good. I mean, nothing like stands out to put over the top of that, but I think at 3.5, I think it's a really solid beer. I would definitely recommend it, and I would definitely drink it again.
This finishes a little bit sweeter than I want it to, and for that reason, I think I'm going to go with 3.5 with you. I actually like some of the yeast characteristics to this. The banana clove hits really nice in this. I think if that little note wasn't there, I might have jumped you a little bit. But I'm going to go 3.5 on this too, which is not a bad score. No. This is a good beer and solid first try at Full Mile. No. So up next.
Up next we got Night Rally. So this is a black IPA. Anyone who's watched us long enough knows black IPAs are, for me, I really enjoy them. For everyone else on the channel, I tend not to like them. So I'm always excited when we have a black IPA because I do think it's a style that we don't see a lot more, but I've seen more and more of them in the last year than I've seen in the last 5 years combined. So I don't know if it's making a comeback. I'm not really sure what's going on, but I'm seeing more of them, and I'm very happy to see them.
When I saw this one there, and my sister, when I saw it on the beer menu, I was like, I got to get that for Ross, another one of his staples. So we'll see what I think, but let's check it out.
So this one does come in at 6.1%.
Little nose on the Night Rally, Black IPA. Wow.
So for me with black IPAs, one weird thing I kind of get, they can be confused quite easily sometimes with porters depending how they're made. This one tends to have a little more hop characteristics, which isn't going to confuse yourself with that porter. I'm not getting that like overly smoky roastiness that you sometimes get from them. It's still there, but for me at least, the hop is kind of coming out.
It's very hoppy. It's very, hop plant, robust, kind of like, you've said dank on the show before. There's kind of that dank plant hop character hitting the nose. I am getting a little bit of the dark malt character behind that too.
Dank's actually a really good descriptor here.
Yeah, it's not sweet or anything like that on the nose. I mean, it smells pretty good though. Yeah. So check it out.
Right, cheers. So the hoppiness I'm getting in the nose, I'm not getting as much on the palate. There's a weird sweetness that comes through right at the end for me. I'm not gonna say it's off-putting; it's just unexpected with this style of beer.
That late sweet kick is kind of what I was getting on the Weizenbock too. Okay. So I don't know if that is just something in the brewing process at Full Mile. I don't know if it's something related to these crowlers being a month old. I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. But that same note I was getting on the nose from the hop character, I actually get right up front on the beer too. Okay. It's kind of like it's a very, it's a lot sweeter than I expected, but it punches you right up front. But I'm not getting a lot of the other. It's very hop forward to me, but not overly bitter. It just kind of tastes like hop water brewed in dark malt.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're that far off. I mean, you're getting more of the hops than I am, but I think for me, it's just again, you're right. That sweetness is the same sweetness, but it makes sense in the Weizenbock. It doesn't really make sense in this beer to me.
Yeah, I agree. Untappd on the black IPA, I'm probably going like a 2.75 on this. I'm going to give it a little bit of credit for, the style, but this I wouldn't pick up off the shelf again.
For me, this one's I'll be honest, I'm being a little harsh here because I do like black IPA so much. I'm comparing this to other ones I've had. I'm gonna go 2.5. That sweetness is just, to me, it just really kind of throws off the rest of the good qualities that this beer has. Because you want that finish to be good, tasty, and everything, and for it to finish that way, it throws off the rest of the beer. So
yeah. Not one of my favorite black IPAs. Not that there's that many of them. So, just saying.
Fair enough.
All right. So wrapping up Full Mile here, we have the one that I was really interested in, which is Collusion. This is their 2022 release of that. This is a bourbon barrel-aged imperial stout coming in at 13%. So this one's right up our alley. Mm-hmm. Let's get a little nose on the bourbon barrel-aged stout.
And this they use Driftless Glen bourbon, which is out of Baraboo, I believe.
Oh, so that's kind of cool, actually. I didn't know that. Ooh. That smells really good.
I mean, that spirit note is really coming out on this one. You get that very traditional bourbon on the nose, everything. A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of like oakiness, vanilla, a little bit of fudge. I mean, it's really what you want to smell.
The barrel's there, vanilla, fudge, all those traditional bourbon barrel-aged stout notes, a little bit of fig.
Yeah, actually, yeah. There's a little barley wine that's going on in here.
That smells really, really good.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Interesting. Whoa.
So, for me, it starts off a little underwhelming, but the flavor is really in the back end of the palate and really starts to kind of just linger and get better and better the longer it sits. It's got a little fudginess, a good little vanilla, but it's a very smooth drink for me.
It's extremely smooth. It's very well blended. Like, at first I thought I was getting a spirit bite on the front almost, but it's not. It's actually just like, what I like about this is that the barrel characters are the star, and you do get that fudge, and you do get some of the vanilla, and you do get it about midway in the palate and out the back, but it starts off with the spirit and the barrel, and then it like just kind of slowly, the rest of it slowly kind of fades in, and you get the vanilla, fudge, a little fig out the back. I feel like the body on this, the nose caused me to expect at least a little bit of a thicker body on this. That doesn't mean that's bad. It's bad. It's a little bit thinner than I was expecting it to be based on the nose, but it's actually really good. I actually like the body on this.
I mean, yeah, it lacks some of the viscosity that maybe we're getting on the nose, but it makes up for it in the flavor and the profile. And to your point, you said the balance of the beer on the palate it's really impressive actually, because it just lingers and builds, but it doesn't not one flavor overcompensates another flavor in the whole time. So this is really well done. If I'm sticking this one on Untappd, I'm giving this a real good 4 1/4. I really enjoy this.
I think that's a fair score. I'm going to keep us, in line here. I'm going 4 1/4 on this too. I'm actually surprised. I'm impressed. This is pretty good for a brewery I hadn't heard of until a month or so ago. Nicely done.
Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah, nice barrel-aged stout. Well, good stuff. Full Mile Beer Company out of Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. So check them out if you're in the area. Clearly worth a stop. So check them out. Check us out on the rest of our social media channels. We are on Untappd. We are on Facebook. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. We are also here on YouTube. So like, comment, subscribe. Have you tried these? Have you been to Full Mile? Do they have good food? We don't know. Let us know in the comments. Other than that, thanks for watching, and we'll see all of you in a future Milwaukee Beer Review episode.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.